Julia is another solo number. It was the last song recorded for the White Album and was completed quickly in 3 takes to a 4-track machine. Julia is played with a capo on the 2nd fret. It is played out of C position, and I'll refer to all chords in relation to C. Though the piece actually sounds in D, it's easier to think about the chords in relation to the capo. This song uses the same style of Travis picking as Dear Prudence. For a more in-depth discussion and breakdown of this type of picking, go to the segment on Dear Prudence. On that song, I demonstrate this style in the more traditional way of using your thumb for all the bass notes, like this. In Julia, I'm going to play the same pattern, but this time I'll add my pinky finger, like this. Notice how, when you add your pinky, the thumb now only plays half the bass notes, and the index finger covers the other half. This is a less common approach to Travis style picking, but I find it's useful to help get your pinky involved. Try both ways, and use the method that works best for you. The first chord in Julia is a C, with your pinky on the 1st string G note at the 3rd fret. As you apply the finger picking pattern, you'll need to shift your 3rd finger down to the 3rd fret G on the low E string when you pick that string with your thumb, like this. You may want to practice this motion a few times, since it happens on every C chord in the song. Here's the intro and verse sections played up to speed. 1, 2, 3, 4. The intro starts on a C, then goes to A minor 7, then E minor, it then repeats the whole sequence, but this time add a G chord at the end. The verse section begins similarly to the intro, starting on a C chord, moving to the A minor 7, but then it slides up to a G minor 7 bar chord at the 3rd fret. Halfway through the G minor 7 chord, add your pinky on the E string to create a G minor 9 chord. Then slide up to an A7 chord. Then slide down to an F9 bar chord. And move your pinky finger up 1 fret while taking your middle finger off the 3rd string, creating an F minor 7 chord. Then we finish off the verse by essentially playing the 2nd half of the intro, a C chord, A minor 7, to E minor, and finishing on G. Notice how this G is played with the D note fretted on the 3rd fret of the B string, instead of the open B, as in the intro. For the bridge, Julia modulates to the key of E minor. Here's the bridge up to tempo. 1, 2, 3, 4. The bridge starts off with a B minor chord, moves to C, A minor 7, from which you walk down to an A minor 6. Then go to E minor 7, walk down through E minor 6 to E minor flat 6, and finish on E minor.